Hello everybody, you're here in the Joint Dota League Season 3 Argentinian Rejects versus BoraDota, and what a chaotic day. Like, for those who have been here on the stream for hours now, like, I'm so sorry, I don't know what happened. Like, I mean, you've seen me setting up my OBS, like, my OBS completely crashed, config, everything was gone, like, thousands of scenes and players and everything I set up, all the plugins, everything is gone. Like, Couch's internet is also completely down because some lightning struck the building or something in the village or town or whatever. Like, that's why the KPG game was unfortunately interrupted, so again, all apologies for that. Like, usually our internet is stable and everything, we have the best internet possibly, like, I mean, possible for our region. But if there's thunderstorms and whatnot that is just striking the cable, you can't really do anything. So yeah, sorry for that. I take over, but as I said, like, I had to set up everything from scratch. New monitors, new mouse, new everything. It's all just a cheap replacement option right now. I hope you can hear me properly. I hope I set up my OBS properly. If there's any glitch of, like, graphic glitch, or if you can't really hear me, whatnot, just say something in the chat and I'll try to fix it ASAP. Like, I'm really going here from the scratch. This is pretty much the first time streaming situation, like when you install your OBS and then just put everything in and you hope everything works, and you have to do that all alone while there's many things I do at the same time. Okay, and yeah, I guess some people joined and some people see now the intro, so you know the game started. And Dota hype, not sure what I'd do without HeflaTV. Yeah, that's some loyal follower there. That's awesome. That's exactly what we want to hear. But either way, Argentina versus Brazil, that's pretty much it. Unfortunately, we don't have a caster for the game that is in 1 hour. I wish we had, but it's really no one online, so unless they postpone that game for an hour or so, we can't really do anything. So this is the first time this actually happened, that Culture is offline. That's pretty much what happens, because me and Culture, we are really pulling the main load of these streams, and well, either way. Watch the Brazilian Prodigy stream. Yeah, sure, go for it. Like, if you're from Brazil or whatnot, you just go to the BoraDota stream. Like, enjoy it in your own language. That's the best you can do. Either way, we have to look at the draft because it's already nicely on the way. We have the first bans, of course, out. Void Razor with the Doom and the Panda. Okay, that's interesting. And right after, we have the Abaddon being banned out. That's interesting that BoraDota doesn't want to see Abaddon. So far, nothing that can really justify an ABBA pick anyway. I mean, for me, it's always an awesome hero. I think Aphotic Shield is a very underrated ability, but hell, why not? Shadow Shaman and Viper on the other side, that means one tanky hero is already out, as well as the Mass Serpent Ward, so some pushing potential. And the most interesting thing is, of course, because it wasn't banned, we actually get a Lycan throw. So the Argentinians, they are not worried about the Lycan, they give it away, and BoraDota, they say like, okay, sure, let's grab it, we take it. Ancient Aberration on top of that, as well as a Lich, so we got the 2 supports now, and let's see how that Lycan is actually doing, because for all that follow the scene, and some statistics, Lycan is really one of the most banned and picked heroes, obviously, out there in the scene. Mostly banned. I think there's like a almost higher than 90% ban rate, and less than that, obviously, than the pick rate. But the problem is that his win rate, when he gets through in the draft, it's not that high anymore. It's really not that high. It's just above 50%. And I don't know, I mean, it's still relatively okay in comparison to other heroes, but Lycan is not as strong as many people just think. So mostly it's just really just a respect ban. The problem is about the Lycan that if he gets fed, then you can't really stop him. Like, he's just too tanky and going for too much red potential on the entire map. Plus, of course, the Howl on level 4 is just as strong as it used to be before, because the changes on Lycan, they really just affect him personally, as in the ultimate giving less HP or no HP at all. And the Howl on level 4 is just as strong as it was before. The nerfs only affect the first 3 skill points in there, and therefore pretty much everything remained the same on the Lycan except for the ultimate. But let's see what's coming out on the other side. Oh, thank you, RO28. Twitch lags. That is not on my side. Like, on my side everything is fine, at least according to my OBS. 0 frames dropped. Everything should be, in theory at least, fine. So let's see. If there's any other problems, of course, then tell me, but please make sure it's not your own internet you're talking about. Either way, I already talked about the Lich, and now the Titan is coming as the 4th pick here. That means we have one fat ultimate with the Ravage, and of course the Enchantress on the other side. So some jungle potential is coming out, and of course also one of those support heroes that can actually transition nicely into damage as soon as Argentinian Scepter is out with the with the Impetus ability. It's actually quite a nice ability against the Lycan, because Lycans, they are used to being like all swift and whatnot, just running around, but mostly they just increase the damage value of whatever is coming there. So, well, did anyone see BoraDota play before? Yes, actually I saw them already last season, but I'm not quite sure if that is Oh, I'm just reading. Like, there will be a draft, and the last player of BoraDota will actually join later. And yeah, so we will actually make a remake right after we are done here with the draft, and then we just reload with AP. So let's see how this goes. I really hope it's gonna be all flawless, because sometimes we have some loading issues with the players and whatnot. So let's see. Anyway, Lone Druid is coming out here on the Argentinian reject side. That's actually quite impressive. We had one Lone Druid this week already. When I was casting with Coucher on HeflaTV 1, I can't even remember what team that was, but they actually got the Lone Druid through. He got really fat, and it was definitely interesting. But now, talking about interesting, BoraDota is picking up the Ursa. Whoa, that's fun now. So Lycan, Ursa, a Tidehunter on top of it. To be honest, I mean, I like the heroes, I like the setup, but it's a bit centered all around the Ravage. If the Ravage is not coming out, then they're gonna have a hard job. I mean, the Ravage is perfect for Ursa, because he gets at least guaranteed 4 hits through when the Ravage is there, and that's at least a kill on most of the supports. The Lich bounces on the Chain Frost, definitely interesting against the Ravage. Ancient Apparition, okay, let's see where he gets his Ice Blast in, and of course also the Lycan is benefiting from the stun, but I don't know, let's see. A Lifesteal is coming out here as the Argentinian reject's last pick, and that's okay, that's interesting to say the least, because I didn't see that Lifestealer coming, not after a Lone Druid. That means we have a Lone Druid in the offline. We have, I mean, I'm gonna analyze it in just a second. We just have to go and see where the new lobby is. Yes, we are joining the new lobby. So yeah, there we are in a new lobby, and everything should be fine. Someone is asking Oh yeah, that's actually interesting what S chauffeur says here. The win rate is only because Lycan is only getting through when he's on the Radiant side. Yes, that's obviously true. And yeah, that of course explains it. But I think the last time I checked, and this was somewhat this week, he was at a 53% win rate overall. That's not too huge. I mean, not for the or compared to the respect the Lycan gets at the moment. So yeah, but still, I definitely like it. But either way, we have to figure out Lycan AA Lichtide Ursa. We had Teshis. Look. Give Teshis. Look there. Give Teshis. But wow, there's even an Argentinian stream. Unfortunately, they're not listed. But here, if there's any Argentinians, of course, then go visit here. I have never seen these guys, but on Twitch TV, La Ciel, I don't know if I pronounced it right, but yeah, if you're Argentinian, then go there. And if you are Brazilian or like you speak Brazilian Portuguese, then go to BoraDota TV. That's, yeah, that's where you should go. And yeah, Hefla is unfortunately in solo mode. Look, even the players are having sympathy with me because I'm alone. Because all our damn co-casters are so slacky at the moment. You know, they are like traveling, family, or like for all those people who know Rox is still here from HeflaTV, like he also had problems with a storm. Now Couch's internet is out because of a storm. Like Mito also had they had like tsunami warning and whatnot. That's why he also couldn't cast. I don't know. It's just crazy, guys. Like sometimes real life is striking you, and if it happens, it all happens at once. That's the funny part about it. Like there's never one disaster alone. It's always many disasters at the same time. But as I'm talking here about HeflaTV and all the casters, we are waiting for actually one player. Takai here of BoraDota is loading in. Yeah, exactly now. So we should go in there, and they should hopefully fast pick up their heroes. So we can just... What? Someone is saying picnic? What picnic? What overlay? There's no overlay issues. According to my stream, there is no overlay issue. No, there's not.
Ursa warrior.
But either way, we see the setup here, and yep. While the timer is ticking down. So my assumption is the Lone Druid is going in the offline. We have the Enchantress and Viper, Shadow Demon top. Of course, the Enchantress just getting something in the jungle. I mean, the Viper in the mid and the Lifestealer Shadow Demon top that way around. Enchantress then rotating in. Or maybe even the Enchantress is trying to do something with the Lone Druid. I mean, a nice Conquer Stun plus a Bear with an Entangle. That could do actually quite a lot. So let's see if that's happening. But I don't think so. Or maybe they even try to get some pushing potential together in the top lane, or they maybe even make an aggressive tri lane. But either way, I think they're gonna leave the Lone Druid alone, therefore the name. On the other side, I'm not quite sure about the laning, because you can do it in many ways. The Tidehunter, of course, the candidate for the offlane. Lycan in the mid, Ursa with the... What the hell just happened? Oh, we have to go again. Are you kidding me? I didn't read the chat there. Oh my god. I have no idea what exactly went wrong in that game, but apparently we have to reload again. Oh guys. Hefla, don't forget us when you will get big. First of all, we're not getting big. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't really... No, I don't think so. Capitalist Kotal guys, sorry, they are divas. I don't think so. And guys, like, there is no such a thing like Hefla to TI5 or something. I don't think so. Because I mean, if you look at the scene and how it is at the moment, like there's the preference is definitely on American guys, on the Morica caster style, and I don't know, like I can't really do anything against the fact that I was born in Germany and therefore I have a slight accent. Same goes for the Coucher, since he is from Estonia. I mean, he might be an awesome caster, but I just can't imagine that like Valve, for example, is changing the policy. I mean, they got some people in Hefla, I jinxed it. What? I mean, they got some people in that like have an accent. Like, I mean, if you think about Melk, for example, or fucking Mad with a French accent, with a Danish accent. I mean, Melk's accent, for example, is really, really strong. But I mean, he's accepted since he used to be a pro player. I mean, I've been playing competitively in esports as well, but never in like the MOBA scene or Dota whatsoever. I always played Dota, but my big time was really in Counter-Strike and World of Warcraft. I'm just an old guy, so yeah. If I was 10 years younger, I would actually play competitively and then would retire at some point, go into casting, managing, etc. But unfortunately, I'm already old, too old to be actually a player, and therefore, caster it is. But either way, this is number 3 of a reload, and let's see if we finally make it into this game. Like the admin said, I jinxed it, but actually I didn't jinx anything. I was like, okay, let's just talk about the heroes and the laning, whatnot. I didn't say anything negative. Shadow Demon? Oh! Yeah, it wasn't the Shadow Demon. You guys are absolutely right. Yeah, now I get why it actually failed. Because it wasn't a Shadow Demon, it was the Rasta being picked up. Yeah, I even talked about the Master Awards. But guys, you really gotta excuse me there, because I don't know how many thousand games I goddamn cast every day. Like, this is my 4th series today. For Couch it was 3. Like, he's actually the lucky guy because his internet is completely down, which means he doesn't have to cast anymore. But yeah, as I know Coucher, he really wants to cast though, so well, for him it's actually bad. But either way, we gotta introduce the teams and see what we got here. Keep on Twitch Chatterino. We have awareness here on the Shadow Shaman, the guy who mispicked his hero, I guess. Algo Donchin on the Lifestealer. Then we have, of course, Rampage on the Lone Druid. Here, Merlino on the Enchantress. And last but not least, for the mid, we have Little Core on the Viper. On the other side, in a little gank train, even with the smoke now used. Okay, that's really getting interesting. And now, oh my god, I have to get those names together. Nico, WX on the Titanda, Frisken on the Orsa, and oh my god, the Lone Druid. They might actually discover him, and with the Ice Blast, with the slow on the Orsa, that might be interesting. We have Aquino here on the Lish, the one who would be responsible for that slow, but yeah, Lone Druid is going back. Takai is playing the Ancient Apparition, and who did I forget? Oh god, who did I forget? The Lycan. Yeah, Lycan is dead. And I mean it, literally. He's dead. The player name. So, don't call me out for that. He's dead. Either way, the game starts. 5 seconds into it, we have to actually look at the warding. Right now, yep, the Observer ward is there. And the bear, obviously, the bear is trying to skip the creep wave to his tower. He's gonna get some damage here of the Ancient Apparition, and yes, it's all good with that, but I don't know, he's not gonna interrupt this. This is definitely gonna happen, but the Lish is also gonna take the other creep wave, and I don't know if they kite it around or maybe pull it even into the neutral camp or what. That might be interesting. Or maybe they pull it even through the trees here, like down here, that would be interesting. Or like up here and connect it with this creep wave, so they farm it even behind the tower. That is interesting. Yeah, now the Ursa is blocking one creep. No, the second one, he's also not making it through. It looked like this guy really wanted to be the hero and just rush forward and go beat the dire side, but no, they just farm under it. So in the end, we have a potential, like for now, a dual lane against the Titan, with of course the potential that the Enchantress is gonna rotate in there from the jungle. In the mid, Lycan versus Viper. I mean, on paper, the Lycan should definitely lose this lane, but Little Core at the moment getting some punches, and without Corrosive Skin, obviously, that's not too much of a big deal for the Lycan, but as soon as then a higher poison attack as well as the Nether Toxin comes out, the harass damage will be great, and then he will be pretty much zoned out. So let's see what's happening here. The Tidehunter trying to get some CS, actually managed to get this one, even though it was pretty close, but look at it, we have already the Enchantress with a Conqueror. A Conqueror stun would be up. Level 2 Wolves. And do we have a level 2 poison attack? Yes, we do. So all they need is now the Lycan has to rotate in. And oh, Heflas, never say never. Oh no, I'm a very realistic guy. You know, I'm German. I can't stop being realistic. I'm a very pragmatic guy. I just look at numbers and I don't know how the scene is, and yeah, and based on that I just make my predictions. But let's see. I mean, so far the Enchantress is not moving at all. Like, is he waiting for the courier? I guess that's it. But to be honest, I think they should go for the Lycan. Of course his smoke disappeared now, but still he could make it. But then again, yeah, he's seen they can't really do anything. The bear here is pretty low, and they have to be careful, of course, that the bear doesn't get killed. Actually, the bear is getting the slow, and now, oh, nice. The Ursa is getting the bear. That's tasty. No. 300 gold to the Ursa. That's definitely some nice boost. Instantly a bear is getting resummoned, but oh my god, in the mid, solo kill by the Viper. But the Lich is coming in here with a Frostblast level 1. Now with the Wolves and everything. The Lich is getting the aggro though, but yeah, the Wolves take it away. There is still Corrosive. Oh my god, the Lich, his haste ended. Who is faster? 310 versus 315. Like, the Lich should be fast, so Enchantress doesn't get that follow-up kill. I don't know what she was doing, but yeah, her rotation in, it didn't really work out. So in the end, they get the first blood on the Argentinian side, but the Brazilian, they strike at least back with a very lucky haste rune on the Lich. So it's all good. And yeah, VCDS, I'm sorry, Coucher is really dead. Like, at least his internet is really dead. 100% dead. Nothing we can do there, unfortunately. I wish he could stream the next game at 2 AM CET, because it's also a very nice game. No Earth Spirit against... Oh, I don't even remember. What was the second team? No Earth Spirit versus Not Today. So, yeah, that would have been a nice game. But unfortunately, I can only do one stream, nothing else. And now, oh, we have actually a go here on the Shadow Shaman. He's putting up with the Ether Shock, but with the Frost Blast, that's an easy kill. It's also funny that after the Gush, the Wolf was doing some quite nice crits, but now, oh, there's a Frost Armor here on the Titanic, but of course a Raged Lifestealer doesn't really care. But now with the Anchor Smash, they're not doing much, but of course the Ensnare coming out by the Troll Summoner. And now, do they focus here on the Enchantress? The right clicks are coming through. One more hit by the Enchantress. She's slowed at the moment, but the last hit, oh god, the Lich. He was hoping that he gets something done on the Enchantress, but it did not really happen. Now, the Viper with a double damage. Oh my god, this Lycan, he's so dead. There's nothing he can do. The poison attack, level 2 already, as well as 1 point in Nether Toxin. That's such an easy kill. I don't know, Lycan in the mid versus a Viper, it's a very awkward position you are in, especially if the Viper like managed to get directly in front of your face a double damage rune. She turns around and just slows you through. Either way, do we see some pushing excuse me, some pushing coming out? But no, Rasta is not high enough, and now actually there's 2 little skeletons coming, but not really a big creep. Like, the Hellbear Smasher could actually go into the tower, but this seems like they're not really interested. We have to compare some farm. How is the Druid actually doing? He's 9-0 in the offline, 5 minutes in. That's okay-ish, I guess. The Titan is getting some damage here. At least the open wounds were on him, but he's not really impressed, to be honest. And in the mid now, the Lycan, I mean, he's 14-2 versus 21-10 on the Viper. So Viper definitely won that lane, plus he got the first blood on him, plus he got a follow-up kill with a double damage rune. So we can call the mid officially lost against the Viper. So, oh, new open wounds here on the Titan. He has 1 point in Kraken Shell, so he's gonna lose the debuffs pretty much soon. But is there something coming? Oh, the Ravage is coming out perfectly under the tower. Now, will they go at least for the Rasta? No, the Lich is gonna get turned around, and maybe with the last hit, yeah, they definitely get that kill. The Lifestealer is escaping to the side, and I can't even believe this. Like, with this dive and everything, oh, the Viper here, he's getting that Lycan kill, but the Wolves, he's blocked in. Is there any follow-up? Anyone who can come? Anyone who could kill the Viper? But no, perfect timing. The creeps are coming here in the mid, which means no tower aggro. He survives again with 150 HP. Easy peasy for the Viper. This is a 3-1 for him now, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, once he got snagged by the Lich the first time when he got the first blood, but twice now he just gets away with murder. Easy. Oh, we have a... I'm just reading chat, that's why I'm laughing. But oh, look at the Ursa, he's going man mode. But the bear, but if the bear gets another Entangle, oh, I was just talking about it. Now the Entangle is there, and that's easy. A kill, no! Oh, the last one, but the Gush is coming in. If he gets the Anchor Smash, Self is being used, Anchor Smash not hitting. Oh god, now he's using his ultimate. He just popped up, and here of course the entangles would be very embarrassing, and there is another entangle, the cold feet coming out, but of course without a Gush they won't proc. But yeah, the Ursa actually, that was a bit too man mode, I guess, because yeah, I don't know, he really thought he could go and burst the Druid down, but the Druid twice a nice entangle, one before he wanted to go and the second one on the escape road. That was pretty bad. So yeah, overall the Argentinians doing definitely a bit better than the Brazilians at the moment. But now, oh look at this, there's a lot of damage, but they focus here on the bear. That is another, actually nobody gets the 300 gold because the creeps, like those 4 range creeps, a lot of damage, of course they take the credit for it. But of course top, the Argentinians take tier 1 tower number 1. And now let's see if with all those range creeps plus a siege plus 3 heroes, if they can somehow trade it. In the mid the Viper is already, I don't know, did he do some tower damage? Okay, it's fairly limited, but I don't know, we have a rotation from the side. There's a Hellbear Smasher, of course, waiting to give, yeah, Delicious getting some clap, but oh, cold feet here on the Enchantress, just 1 point in the Untouchable. And let's see, is anyone coming? The Impetus is flying here on the Lich, he's really low, but there's nothing else now there. Oh, Viper Strike here on the Ursa, he's trying to kite around the trees, and it seems to be successful. He's not really slowed, the Viper is trying to follow him, ballsy mode on, but then under the tower, it's too much damage to dive that. So in the end, this is a rotation without any crazy result. Of course, they are pretty much sent back. AA is the Lich is out of HP, as well as the Ursa pretty much low. He doesn't have any lifesteal yet, which means he couldn't even rotate into the jungle, and I think that means another tier 1 tower for the Argentinians. Yep, this tower absolutely uncontested. There's nothing really happening. The Hellbear Smasher, that was his last Thunderclap. This one is really the last one before he expires, but at least he produces some more revenue for the Enchantress, so everything is good. In the meantime, they have the Lifestealer in mid, which is kind of funny. What is his next item? Yeah, that is a finished armlet on the Lifestealer. And the Lycan, he didn't leave mid at all yet. He has a 4 wolves build with 1 point in Howl, so let's see if he's gonna max the Howl next. We could really need some rotations of him, that he pressures at least top tower. That is what the Tidehunter is doing at the moment, but let's see, the Tidehunter has a TP scroll, so if they want to push mid here, they risk that the Tidehunter is coming in with a Ravage, but we also have like a little wraparound here from the side. There's the Lone Druid coming, and I don't know, let's see if something is happening here. That might be actually a pretty interesting fight. As I said, without the Tidehunter, it definitely will go into the Argentinian direction, but now, oh, the bear is already looking here for the AA, and oh, the Impetus is flying, and now the Druid is just getting an easy kill, and now they start to chip away the tower. Oh my god, do they even want more? No, open wounds doesn't reach the Lich, so we have the Tidehunter who push top here, but not really much happened there. The Lone Druid is getting the tower, that is tower number 3, while the Brazilians, they haven't managed a single tower. Even the top tower is still at like 30%, and I don't know if it looks like this. Is the Rasta level 6? No, unfortunately not. Like if he was level 6, I'm pretty sure we could see now them continuing on the tier 2 tower because of the Mass Serpent wards, but let's see. I mean, the Lycan is still there as well as the Ursa, so I wouldn't say this game is lost or anything. There's still a lot of potential, but the start is definitely everything but good, and now the Argentinian rejects, they rotate into Roshan. The bear tanking the entire thing, of course that could work out. If the first D-Magic is coming here from the Entangle, then we can even get the open wounds up, and let's see. So far we have no one who actually is getting the D-Magic up on Roshan, but it should be all good though. Now in the ranged form here, the Lone Druid, so he doesn't get any melee damage off the clap. And the Shadow Shaman is rotating in. He would be of course very much interested in some more XP, even though he is already level 6, which means for the next push we have Mass Serpent wards, and that's exactly what we need. And look at that poor Roshan. Like he has the ice armor on him, which means attack speed and everything slow. I don't know. That poor Roshan. Open wounds is up on him now because he got the D-Magic before that, and yeah, easy going. The lifesteal is gonna get the Aegis, which I absolutely support because Viper's already tanky, the Lone Druid is tanky by nature. I mean, even the Enchantress now can tank quite a lot. I mean, the HP is really low, but the Magical Burst is also pretty low on the other side, so Ursa and Lycan, they're gonna have quite a hard time to chase the Enchantress at least. if the Nature Intentions get some ticks through, but let's see. We have a nice offensive ward here. They see exactly what's happening here. They also see that the Titan was really low, but yeah, they're not interested in chasing. They want the objectives. Towers, it is. And there we have it. Massive Awards out. Oh, let's go. What is happening? Oh, look at the Lich. The Lich actually putting armor on himself, but it doesn't... The Nyx, like, he doesn't really care. And in the end, okay, he's going back. Just back to the tower. They give it up, but of course the Lich is sent back to the fountain. At least to regen. Oh, Ursa. That is an awkward position. With face boots, yeah, I guess he managed it out. And they just go back. Maybe on the way out, they get the Ancient Golem. I don't know. Yeah, the bear. See? He was like, hey man, free gold. Let's take that. Even though it's actually quite good sometimes if you just leave one creep in neutral creeps or ancient stacks, because like if you really retreat to your half of the map, then yeah, you leave the enemy with less gold potentially, unless they really just kill it before the new respawn. But let's see. I mean, the Lifestealer is farming at the moment, and with the Aegis he should also, like, I guess, play a bit more ballsy because he can. And I don't know. I really thought we're gonna see a tower contest for the tier 1 or the tier 2, but nothing alike really happened. So 2 and 8, 13 minutes in, and I think it's time to look the first time on the graphs. Let's see what we got. 3,000 for the Argentinians in experience, and when it comes to gold, we have almost cracked the 10k. Almost. Like, this is of course explained by all the towers, but now the Ursa, he found that little annoying Wildwing Ripper with the tornado, so sorry Enchantress, but you just lost your fluffy friend there. I have no idea what that actually means. I wish I could speak Portuguese or Spanish, but para los europeos, hoy anduvo perfecto. Whatever that means, but I support it. And now we have actually a Blink Dagger now on the Tidehunter. This one is actually interesting. Like, with that Blink Dagger, we might actually have a nice initiation, but of course he can't do anything against the Viper. Like, Viper solo, that's a bad idea, Tidehunter. You really don't want to be here. You should TP out, but I don't know, he's looking, he sees the Viper, and now, yeah, he's TPing away. He's actually TPing to the fountain. I don't know, how is it with the Lycan? He has the Floods ready. Brown Boots, Bottle, Stout Shield, 2 branches, and that entire thing in 14 minutes. I mean, we've seen faster, obviously, but he had a horrible time in mid. I mean, we have to just, yeah, acknowledge the fact that he lost his lane horribly against the Viper. And let's see, maybe here invisibility rune, maybe even the Rasta could take it for some nice initiation, but then again they want to go for the tier 2 tower, so there's vision around anyway. And let's see, I think BoraDota they decide to not drop more towers. This one, it will be defended, at least it looks like it, and I'm waiting for the Blink Dagger Ravage. Oh, there's an Ice Blast flying, the Viper's actually getting hit and the Ravage hitting on 4 people. Oh, the Viper already exploding, and look at that Chain Frost, a lot of damage, but the Lycan getting the Entangle, shackled as well. The Wolf's still doing a nice job here, but in the end it's just a 2-for-1 trade, and the Lifestealer, where's the Lifestealer? Does he get something? Yes, he gets the open wounds onto Kai. There's the cold feet. They definitely get this one down. Just one shot required. And what else is there left? Not really anything. Tower is going down, and it's a 3-for-1 trade. The Viper couldn't really do anything because he didn't even get the mechanism off. That's the funny part. And I don't know, Lifestealer, you gotta be careful. Oh, open wounds, but blink out, armlet toggling. He has to be really careful. Get that tower aggro off you, otherwise you got a problem. And there it is, Aegis pop, but yeah, it's kind of a okay thing to happen. Oh, another Ice Blast flying. This one connects on, well, initial damage at least on 2, and oh, the Rasta, but instant hacks here on the Ursa. In the end, the Lycan still gets the Shadow Shaman, but nice reaction there by the Rasta, and now they want to go for the Bear. There's an Ice Blast, and bzzz, that's pretty much it, and it's actually a Frost Blast, not Ice Blast. Ice Blast is something else, but now they want to chase the Enchantress, but look who is there. A Viper Strike here on the Lycan, and look at this damage. Impetus flying as well, and even with the Anchor Smash you can't really do anything, and with the Poison Touch and the slow onto Kai, that's kill number 2. And if the Tidehunter, I mean, he has Blink Dagger now, nice jukes here, hiding there, blinking out, but there's still the Ursa. No, he's also TPing out. In the end, the return of the Viper made this really a bittersweet aftertaste for BoraDota. They really thought they got something here, but in the end they still lose their tower and made a much worse trade. Like we actually have to, I have to see how much was that. That was like, wait, the Viper died, the Shadow Shaman died, and even the Lone Druid died once there. But in the end, oh, it should be all fine. But oh, the Enchantress is just getting snacked away here in the mid, blink in, and she really immediately died. I mean, she only got 2 points now and untouchable. It's not slowing enough, not yet at least. It's gone perfect for the Europeans today, in translation. Okay, what does that mean though? Like, do we have European peers? I mean, as far as I know, they are Brazilian and Argentinian. Or maybe he's referring to the... say it. to the games before. But now, oh, we have an Invisible Viper with an Infest in there. And there it is. Oh, Chain Frost actually being cast, and... no, it bounces the last time here off the poor Rasta, but now, oh, nice Ravage here, and oh, this is opening nice, perfectly done, and the Ice Blast even on the Viper, and with that, yeah, there we go, the Lycan, he's shortly getting shackled. There's even the wards, but those wards, they are getting pretty much farmed away. BoraDota is striking back with an amazing combination, the Lone Druid now here into the fight, but I think now they don't have enough sustain. Ancient Apparition, the Rasta, a new Chilling Touch came out, but I don't know, they still retreat, go back to farming, but they killed like 2 cores and the support here on the Argentinian side. Like, this really hurt. Nice setup by the Ravage into killing the Lifestealer. He couldn't really do anything against the Ursa there, and of course also the Ice Blast hitting on the Viper, making it impossible for him. And do we have a go here? No, there's a second TP, and then yeah, the Ursa just saw that, and with the second TP happening, he's like, nah, I'm not going in there. That's a bit too hard for me. But of course, if alone, that would have been interesting. I mean, we have instant Hex and Shackle under the tower, but the Shackle is only the 275 duration, while the Hex is a 275 also with the third point in it. And now, oh, we have an Ice Blast. I mean, the debuff is gonna be... no, the debuff is not gonna be on the Enchantress. The Wolves are just, I don't know, coming, but she popped the Nature Attendance, and now he's... oh, it's just saying hello with the Impetus, but the Impetus is doing, wow, just 300 damage, just like that, 200 something it was actually, but yeah, the Lich definitely gotta be careful. Max range Impetus, it is a dangerous thing to happen, but I don't know, this fight in the mid, it kind of woke up the Argentinian rejects. It seems like they have a lot more respect now, at least. Someone is saying, is Brazilian Dota a shit Dota? No, I disagree. Like, the only thing that the South American scene is actually lacking is really the consistency in their teams. I know they have nice players. I know everywhere in South America, like we have Venezuelans, Argentinians, we have even Peruvians that play very nice Dota. But the problem is in Brazil, the LoL scene is very, very popular, and I don't know, apparently Dota doesn't get too much attention there. Oh, but Enchantress, it's nighttime, so they don't see her, but if they see her, they could have actually killed her. That would have been Vortex plus the Frost Blast. Should have done the trick, but yeah. Tidehunter getting the tier 1 tower, some more gold for BoraDota. He also has a TP if he wants to. And now, oh, they want to go here on. Look at that damage, but he knows he's dying, so he just put up the Hex. Instant reaction, but he already got 3 hits, and yeah, the Ursa really focusing on snacking away those supports. Enchantress and Rasta, those are 2 nice targets to actually do it, and I don't know, Tidehunter just blinking out here out of that Impetus, and there's the Ice Blast flying. Chain Frost might be of course interesting. Yeah, the Chain Frost being cast, and now it's bouncing. Oh, too bad, it's bouncing back on the creeps. That's of course very, very unfortunate, and now the Lifestealer was hiding in there, but of course with the Rage, too bad he doesn't have a TP, like TP Rage, and he could have done anything, and oh, look at it, Ravage, and the Ursa is coming. That's why you need a TP, but oh, the Tidehunter is now getting kind of the Viper. This time they have everything they need to just get a return kill, and let's see what else they got. The Bear, unfortunately the Bear doesn't have a Radiance. To be honest, in this game the Radiance would be very interesting, just for the fact that you can't blink in. Like the Ursa affected by the Radiance, the a Tidehunter affected by the Radiance. This would be very interesting. Another Frost Blast hitting only on the Rasta, but I think BoraDota gave that tower up. That means the Argentinians, they get all the towers, and oh, look at look at this, like the Shadow Shaman getting so much damage then again from the wolves that are still on follow, still chipping away here, some HP of him. And this is really dangerous. Like, if you think you're like, ah, okay, Ice Blast, I gotta go back, and oh no, everything is fine, I'm not gonna shatter. But then suddenly you have some wolves that follow you, are really fast, especially versus the support, and then what happens? They just bring you in shatter range, and that's, yep, very sarcastic, to say the least. But now we have 2 points into, into the untouchable by the Enchantress here, and with that you can easily tank Roshan, especially if there's open wounds on it. BoraDota, I'm pretty sure they know about it. There's an Ice Blast flying. That Ice Blast might actually be interesting. Oh, it's coming. Then the Lifestealer, actually, yeah, we have Enchantress, Viper, Lifestealer being hit by it. There's a Tornado that makes it, of course, a lot harder here to initiate, because look at this, he can't Blink Dagger in because of that Tornado. I definitely like that. That's a nice play by the Enchantress. Enchantress, if she wanted to, has still the Nature Attendant, some more healing coming out there. The bear is there. Do they do something? Oh, what's lying here on the ground? Poolmanship. But now, oh, fight is breaking loose. Enchantress. Oh, those cold feet, they might actually proc. Yes, they proc. And the Ursa is just finishing off here. They still have, yep, the Roshan is going down. Lifestealer's getting the Aegis. Now the question is, do they have enough to chase something? Oh, look at it. Where's the Entangle? Where's the Entangle? Where's the Entangle? Nothing really happening. The Ursa. Oh, does the Ursa? Yes, there's open wounds, and he's actually getting chased. Now, the Lifestealer has to kite him, of course, a bit, but he also had a lucky bash here. That was the basher doing the job. And Lifestealer, you gotta be careful with those Ice Blasts in the end. Now, people getting hit. He's using Infest the Wolves, again on follow, but I think overall the fight still went easily in Argentinian's, like, rejects direction, because Roshan was there, the Aegis not claimed by anyone in that fight. They just lost the supports pretty much, and that's it. So Roshan gold experience as well as the Aegis and even the Ursa kill. So I'm pretty sure that Argentinian rejects, they can live with that, and let's see if they want to go high ground. We are at 24 minutes, so why not? Ancient Apparition denying the tier 3 tower. Yeah, you might as well if the Ursa would have gotten the last hit there. But oh, the Ursa wanted to go for the AA, but then as soon as the Lycan showed up with the Lich here, they said like, no, we don't want anymore. But look at the Viper. Viper's harass strikes here, they actually hurt. Alone those two brought the Lycan super low. Now even with the poison and everything, it is quite important, to be honest, because those Blink Daggers. But now in the background, do we have any go? Yes, there is the Ravage by the Ursa. Already got the Shadow Shaman, and now they're gonna focus here on the Viper, but he's also slowed and now even bashed by the Lifestealer, but he's turning around, doing so much damage. They get him down. The Ice Blast bouncing, though they only have 2 creeps there, so maybe a lot of bounces, and look at it, it's bouncing between the 2 heroes. This is really bad play, as in like ignoring those bounces, but the Viper's at least getting 1 kill there, and the Lifestealer is coming back. Maybe he can take away the Ancient Apparition. Now he's trying to get away. Nothing to interrupt him unless there is a basher. The only ability right now that could really interrupt the Rage plus TP of the Lifestealer is really the Chain Frost of the Lich. As you guys know, the interrupt, the mini stun of the Chain Frost, it is like the initial one, is going through BKB as well. But that's the only ability, so I recommend getting a basher soon. Also those man fights like Ursa versus the Lifestealer, I would definitely see a basher working out on the Ursa. Yep, it could definitely work out. But anyway, I have to take some more time to read the chat, because Chatterino is important. Importante. So let's see what we got. They're trying to throw shit like in. Oh guys, those comments are not nice. Nothing I can work with. Seriously. To be professional at something, you need money. And yes, yeah, you definitely need money to be professional. But the problem is, to be professional, you need to be good. So it's kind of like an endless circle. Like, if you're not good, you're never going to be professional. But even if you are good, you might want to go professional, but you need money to do it all the time. To become good, you need to spend a lot of time. And you see where we're going? It's like a forever returning story. But either way, Ravage is down, Master Rewards are out, and well, They start to chip away, but at the moment they're not really microed. Or actually they are. The melee Rex is down and it's nothing they can do. 18 seconds still. Here, there's an Ice Blast coming in. It's gonna hit on the Bear and the Lifestealer. And this time the Lifestealer easily going down and everything being popped. The Viper is being the next target with the 2 heroes just following him. But the Lycan, he doesn't have too much. But actually, oh, the Basher freshly, newly acquired on the Lycan. And the Ursa was splitting up. He was not bothering the Viper. He wanted to get the Enchantress, and successfully so. 19 and 19, 27 minutes in. I mean, they get the melee Rex, so in the end, 3 down, but still objectives done. And the residual creeps and everything, they even got the melee, the range Rex here. So I don't know, Argentinians. What do you guys think? Worth it or not worth it? In my opinion, definitely worth it. I mean, sure, you get the cores on BoraDota, still some farm and everything, but you got the objective while the Ravage was still down. The only downside is, of course, now, oh, maybe there's an Ice Blast flying. Is there anything to follow up? No, Rasta's gonna get it. Is that a level 2? Yes, this is now level 2 Ice Blast, so this one is actually gonna hurt. We have to see. Look at the damage on the Rasta. So you can approximately say 400 damage if the initial one actually hits, and this is even without Aghanim Scepter. But talking about Aghanim Scepter, he's not too far away. Like, look at this. This is 475 gold missing for the Ancient Apparition. Then he has a Aghanim Scepter. And to be honest, the Rasta, Aghanim Scepter plus Aghanim Scepter plus the Ice Blast hitting on him, maybe even a situation where you use the Ghost Scepter, that might actually be a kill. Like with the Aghanim Scepter, it's the impact is a bit more, so he's going down to like 400, 300 plus a longer tick for the 17 seconds full duration with the Aghanims. That might actually get interesting. But now, first of all, BoraDota is starting to push, split push at least a bit. He's sending the Wolves and everything. There is a little Conqueror defending, stunning them even, and they go for the tier 3 tower, which is forcing BoraDota back to the base. They have to come and defend. They can't lose more Axis, but look at it. Look at the Bear, just chipping it all away, and now he's already going for the Druid. The Ice Blast hitting on 2, actually now the Lifestealer trying to turn it all around, but the Chain Frost doing so much damage. How bounces are these? And look at the Rasta, he's definitely gonna die from the next Anchor Smash. The Lycan, no, not even, yeah, the Lycan is gonna get the Eraser, and oh my god, he's even getting that Basher on the Enchantress. So 4 down, and that all, well, the Ursa are still following that Druid. Like, there we go, slowed, and that's a full team wipe. That's a full team wipe for the price of a tier 3 tower. And before I was saying it was kinda okayish trade, as in free for a complete set of racks, but this trade, definitely not worth it. Like, exposing the mid racks is not worth a full team wipe, definitely not. So they are all back, and we have to see how the crafts, they have to swing in the other direction. And look at this, guys, look at this. This is 322 at its best. Caparino 2k, they already had 4k, lost a bit here and there. The craft was almost nullified. 2k now, and now almost 14k in the other direction. With the gold, well, they still had all the tower advantage, but now even that is decreasing. Like, I don't know, it's not really looking good for the Argentinians. If they take 1 or 2 of those fights again without actually getting the objectives down, this is really looking good for BoraDota. So whoever sat there and chat like, oh, shit, Brazilian Dota, pub game. No, they're actually doing quite fine. They're holding back. They had to give up what they had to give up, but now they're striking back. The items are coming, and to be honest, the Ursa and the Lycan, they're cleaning up the 2 supports and even the cores fairly easy. And now with the Basher, for example, like they make really a good job. Like, it's looking good. 24 and 19, and I wonder what Argentinian rejects do next. I mean, Roshan, oh god, Roshan still ages away. At least until we know, till the final one is coming. Or look at this, it's gonna be a long one, I guess. And I don't know, Titan are jungling a bit. That might be actually worth the pick-off, but Illusion just saw this. They have a gem now here on the Enchantress, but also Enchantress, like, I think I would have liked to see Aghanim Scepter earlier this game, because now he has a Orchid but no Aghanim Scepter done, and he is like 2.7k away from the Aghanim Scepter. Therefore, I don't know if I like it, but let's see. I mean, oh wait, there is my hotkey. I just wanted to look at the items overall, and yeah. I mean, the Lifestealer finished the Abyssal Plight. We saw that last fight. He was actually shutting down the Ursa for quite a long time, but unfortunately there was just not enough manpower and DPS behind him to finish the Ursa there in time. So Abyssal Plate is a cool thing, but you need to follow up, and his damage alone was just not enough. And I don't know, we have the Tidehunter who's done crazy ravages, like really good ravages with 3 or 4 people being completely stunned there. He's going for a refresher. The Oblivion stuff already up. I don't really know if that's really scary. I wonder what the if the Ursa is going for a Basher as well. We actually have to look at the Ursa. What is he buying? No, BKB. He already has that. Used it already a lot of times. But 2.1k. To be honest, I could figure out, like, I could really figure a Basher on him as well. I mean, why not? So they have a double stun. Even both the Abyssal Plate. It's Abyssal Plate, I mean, it's one of the best abilities against the Lifestealer. You can just lock him down whenever the rage is up, and when the rage is not up, you just kill him, especially with abilities like Ice Blast. No armlet toggle, no HP gain. After all, it's called a life stealer, but if there's Ice Blast, there's nothing to steal. You don't gain anything, and then it's just a life loser instead of a life stealer. So, I don't know. Like, it's really, it's getting worse by the minute for the Argentinian reject. I have to say that. And let's see. Going on follow on someone here. And try to read the chat, but no, actually I don't even have the time to read the chat because there's the smoke in the mid, and Ice Blast jumping the Lifestealer at the moment. They are getting both. No, actually not just the Lifestealer hitting by the Death Blast. Death Blast, I say. Ice Blast. Oh, look at that Ravage. One stun. The second one is in the Viper, and there. Refresher was already done. They are dying just like that. And the Chain Frost is flying, but only bouncing once. Now, oh, that poor Enchantress. She's getting chased, and one more hit was required. The Lifestealer is getting chased by the poor bear, but he didn't really manage it, and not through the rage. And there's a Hex here by the Shadow Shaman, but he is... Those Cold Feet, they're definitely gonna proc now. There's even the Ghost Scepter, makes it even easier to get the kill. The Viper is trying to get here from the side in somehow, but he isn't really successful getting any return kill. So after all, how many buybacks were spent here? That is 1, 2 buybacks out for the Argentinians, and they used their wards even just to defend, which means though BoraDota, they have a problem here, because look at the creeps going for the range tracks. Like, that's a huge problem, of course, but still not strong enough, that push, to get any really significant damage done. The tier 4 tower is still doing all the work, and yeah, instead they get Roshan. Or is there something? Is there something that might interrupt it? Or instant that instant route, and they want to go for it. Is there a snatch? No, Ursa is picking it up, 4 stuff out, but yeah, he's protected by the Aegis. There is an Ice Blast now on the Lone Druid. Of course he has to be careful, but do they want to go for the Ursa? Yes, Abyssal Plate used on him. He's dying the second time, and there will be even a cheese, and the Lone Druid is saying, thank you, I like it. Edam, Gouda, doesn't matter. Cordon Bleu. What else is there? Cheddar. Mozzarella. I love cheese. And since the TI, I love cheese even more. The official cheese owners. I was actually... By the way, did you guys see at the TI, like, I was so shocked that it was a real cheese, like a real stinky, smelly cheese. Like, I thought it's like a plastic cheese, some symbol you can actually put in your cabinet, but nope. Range X is going down, and they're working here on the bear. The bear is the target, because the bear was already chipping away the melee Rex, and I don't know, they're almost ready to fight again. There is 25 seconds on that Ravage. The Tidehunter, I don't know, he can prevent a lot of things, of course, happening. Also getting the Anchor Smash up on everything. And yeah, I really think they should maybe even focus the bear, because is there a resummon? We have to look at it. Yeah, there would be a resummon, but still, it's like a little forth and back, but the more time is lapsing here, we have the Tidehunter getting ready again. 10 seconds on the Refresher, and the Ravage is ready now. So in the end, the Argentinians, they really don't want to commit, but to be honest, it's not getting better. Like, if you don't commit now, then you have to commit later, or wait for Roshan or anything like that. So they're falling back. Some more farming it is, I guess, and I don't know. Yeah, back to the cheese. Like, I would have loved to see like some plastic cheese, but of course beautifully made, maybe even with some Dota logo or whatever, and then like you really could put it in your room and say like, yes, I'm the proud owner of the cheese. And to be honest, the cheese is so cool. The cheese is better and cooler than the Aegis itself. Nobody needs the Aegis. The cheese is cool. Okay, enough about TI. We have to see BoraDota 28 and 20. Oh, what was that? The Ursa just coming in there, making the bear roar, and I don't know, this Enchantress, she really got balls. I know, it's a girl, but she definitely got balls. But yeah, they can't even bait them anywhere. And is that some split push attempt? So the bear, and okay, the bear is getting killed instantly. The wards, I don't know, they really try to, but even the split push, it doesn't really work. No, it doesn't really work. So in the end, it doesn't really work out. Wards getting farmed, and everything will just heal up here. This 5 HPS on Rex. I don't know. We have a Blink Dagger now. With this slow, it might actually get interesting. There's an Ice Blast flying. It's gonna hit on the Enchantress. She's so sad now because she just engaged in the Nature Attendants, and that gave them exactly what they need. There's the instant Hex. This is the fastest chicken on the planet. Oh, but they focus here on the bear. There's the Ravage. Oh my god, that poor Rasta is already down. With the second Ravage, he's definitely gonna die. And there we have it. Second Ravage, even the Lifestealer being... Oh, the Chain Frost bouncing once. There we go, and even the Viper is going down. That is 3 down. The Lifestealer TPing out as well as the Druid. And BoraDota, of course, they have the problem that the creep wave is always pushing in, but it's not really doing any crazy damage. And I have the feeling they can go for a really central push or any tier 2 tower. Just get something, maybe even the top tower, just to like push out that creep wave, which you want to push out anyway. Plus, maybe even go high ground there and make them like equally strong, so they don't have to fear all the time the creeps pushing into their base. So that would be, of course, the option they have. But let's see. I don't know. Argentinian rejects. The game is slipping away, and how fast and how far it already slipped away. Let's see. 20k when it comes to experience. More than that, even on the experience graph. And yep, finally we changed sides. From 12k to 2k on the other side. The Argentinians, we can officially like call this a throw, because they had such an advantage, such a nice little death ball going on, but as soon as the ultimates and the core items came out on BoraDota, they just made it all happen with better plays, better team fights, especially the team fights, especially the Ravage made it all possible. And right now, Argentinians, they really have to fear for that game, because at the moment it seems like all the time BoraDota was just passive and they were answering whatever Argentinians told them pretty much. But now it really looks like that, yeah, BoraDota is taking the initiative, showing the Argentinians, yes guys, now it's you getting pinned down to the base and you have to deal with it. But let's see, it's not over yet. There could be still a nice team fight that could prevent like buybacks, or is happening without buybacks and such mistakes. I mean, we saw today a double Weaver base race, double Weaver, I say, double Rapier Weaver that went for a base race, and they won the game, even though they have been behind all game long. It was an amazing game. It's not uploaded yet on YouTube. I'm gonna do that after this cast, but yep, it was really an amazing game, and maybe we see that here. I mean, after all, you must not forget, like, they still have a lot of push potential. Just one big bad fight without buybacks, for example, on BoraDota, and we have a huge problem, of course. A huge problem. But at the moment, it really seems that the Argentinians, they kinda... I don't know, I wouldn't say they are depressed, but they are just holding back. They are, like... They're just waiting what comes next. We have a AC now here on the bear. Overall, we have to see, is there any new upgrades? How about the Bashers? No, the Bashers so far not being upgraded to Abyssal Plates, but I don't think they are too far away. 2k here on the Ursa, and 5k, 5.5k on the Lycan. That is kinda nuts. 5.5k on the Lycan. I wonder what he's gonna buy next. I mean, he has AC done. He could upgrade to Abyssal and still have buyback. Like, this Lycan is definitely gonna be a nuisance. Like, I think they could even split push with him. But no, doesn't seem like it. And I'm just trying to keep up with the chat, if there's anything. Argentinian rejects, the worst team I've ever seen. Facepalm. No, I don't think so. I have seen worse. Fuck you, Maraxus, he says. And guys, don't be so toxic in chat. It's all good. Like, when I think about South America, I'm always thinking about sun and relaxed beaches and stuff. I know that's not true, because, yeah, that's probably just Brazil and some other countries, but, well. I've never been to South America, by the way. I really want to go there once. I actually wanted to go to Brazil, maybe with the World Championship, but nope. Didn't really work out. Especially because TI was at the same time, and TI, sorry, priority. Even though Germany won, I'm a loyal esports enthusiast. No World Championship, even with my country winning, is that important. But now look at this. Like, there was an opening on the Rasta, but he gets that kill for sure. Yeah, there we go. It was already pretty much in the attack animation. So Rasta is going down, soloed by the Ursa, and he also dropped the gem. So now he just blinks it out, and his supports are gonna be happy. The bear tried to do some damage here, but no, that didn't really work out. So I don't know, some split push attempt here, maybe doing something on the tower, but oh, there's a Ravage instantly. The rage actually will be enough, but I mean, this Enchantress is definitely dead. The question is now, yeah, there the second Ravage here on the lifestealer, but in the mid, they lose. No, they don't lose Rex. There is still a cliff. They're trying to go for it, but they're suiciding for it at the moment. That's the problem. Cold Feet even proccing. The Viper trying to slow everything down, but this is 4 down, and the 5th one will come. Bashes. No, they don't even need bashes. They use the Chain Frost, and now this is BoraDota. They can, if they want to, like, go top or go mid or go both. It doesn't really matter. And the funny part is, I actually thought the Lycan is gonna buy a Abyssal with 5 point something K or 6K at the end he had, but he's instantly buying all the mats for the Necro and upgrades it instantly to level 3. So he really wants that push now. So it came already with the Courier and Argentinian rejects. They really have to fear now for their base, and not maybe even more. We have some buybacks available, but unfortunately all those buybacks are for BoraDota, except for that one guy, Rampage on the Druid. He could buy back if he wants to. 15 seconds for him, but I don't know. Ice Blast flying, that hits the Enchantress. Yes, it does, and the Titan is actually going in there. Gush, Anchor Smash combination, getting silence as well, but this is just to shoo him off. Of course the Enchantress has to be careful, but oh, 4-star, 4th, and back. The wards being popped and shackled, but crack the shell, easy, and they just bash down the lifestealer. No! He's helping himself at the moment with the Infest, but of course Enchantress is going down, and if that creep dies, oh, he's actually coming out of it, but Armlet toggling, the Chain Frost gets him down. So in the end, okay, they get the Rex. Question is, do they continue? Do they continue? Do they want to go for more? Yes, they want to, of course, with the lifestealer dead and no buyback. I think this is GG. Unless really something crazy happens here, this must be GG. Or actually, the Ursa getting kited now by the Viper. That's, of course, interesting, but is that enough? BKB being used, and he goes for the bear, but being 4-stuffed out. So at the moment, at least for now, they use, I don't know, almost everything on them. They can actually drive them out, while we have, oh, Ancient Apparition trying to desperately defend against the creeps, but losing too much HP. But yeah, I can't even believe it. BoraDota is not getting a second set of Rex here. The Viper, or the opening on the Viper, didn't really work out. They even lost their Courier. Someone killed it. It was a bit mismicro there. He got steered in the enemy base, I think. But all that doesn't matter. We are 38 and 20. And yeah, BoraDota, I think they can just go for more. Like, even if they start pushing now in the top lane, that should be just fine. Except for the Ursa, he definitely needs to get some region up. And they should hurry up, because Roshan is respawn, and with the Aegis maybe we see something happening, like the lifestealer getting the Aegis. That might actually be a small chance for the Argentinians, but then again, look at the buyback situation. The buyback situation is just nuts, because everybody has got them buyback. Just the lifestealer, Lone Druid, and the Enchantress don't have. Now we have an Ice Blast flying in. This one is gonna hit free, at least. Yes, it's gonna hit free. Do we have more, or do they get the Roshan? They want to commit to this Roshan. So Roshan going down. Lifestealer is picking up the Aegis, but they get instantly the Lone Druid kill. The Lifestealer is going down the first time. Now they focus here on the Viper. The cheese has been dropped, but not used. Who picked up the cheese? I don't know. But the lifesteal is now being focused. Nothing you can really do. The Enchantress just dies to the Lycan somewhere in the background. And yeah, lifesteal is going down. And do they want to chase more? That's the question. There was an instant buyback by the Viper, but just much too late. Who has the cheese? The Viper actually had the cheese. But yeah, they're just going mid. They can go tier 4 if they want to. If it's too risky for them, they just can go anywhere else. But they should have, yeah, should make that possible. Now, do we have a stun here? Still no Abyssal on the Viper, but oh, Forster in the wrong direction. He's using cheese, but he's so done with this life. Oh, the Rasta is going down. Icebar's actually not hitting, but oh, Hex under the fountain. No, they won't manage to get a full team wipe here. In the end, it is just, I don't know, a big throw. I have to say that it's a big throw. They had such a nice push going on, but in the end, Lycan plus the Ursa plus awesome Ravages with a refresher made it possible. So 1-0 for BoraDota. The Brazilian win game number 1. But hang in there, guys. Game number 3 will come up in just a second.